Welcome. My name is Hillary Leonard.
And my name is Kibi Huggins.
Today we are going to demonstrate the importance of looking both ways before you cross the road on campus.
Over 7,000 pedestrians are killed, injured, or left in shock per year after being hit by cars in the street. As college students, we do a lot of walking. When you're walking across the street by Friendship Circle, how many times do you look before you cross the street?
A lot of students are more interested in what's happening on their phone, focused on their next class, or just too comfortable walking on campus and forget that people are driving. Crossing the street is normally something a student does many times a day across campus, making it second nature. What does not become second nature is looking both ways. Cheryl Banks of Plaquemine was hit and killed while riding on his bike on the road.
All it takes is 1 second. Banks was simply driving on the road when he was struck by a truck. Banks was not on a sidewalk, nor was he using a crosswalk. Sadly, this mistake cost him his life. If he had been a little more cautious, he may still be alive today.
As his family grieves the loss of Mr. Banks, it is our job as citizens to share his story and do everything we can to prevent another tragedy from happening. Nobody wants to end their day in the hospital, especially when all they were trying to do was make it to class on time. I know that we always say no to texting and driving, but there should also be a rule of no texting and walking.
I'll call you later.
There are many rules to crossing the street correctly and to stay safe. It's important that we follow them.
Rule number 1 is to always look both ways before crossing the street. It is the same as if you were to look both ways when you're behind the wheel.
Rule number 2 is to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Turn that music down, hang up that phone, and listen to any cars driving your way.
Put his hands on his handlebars or anything.
Rule number 3 is to not text and walk. We all do it. You don't have to lie. Whether you're scrolling on Twitter, watching TikToks, or liking Instagram posts, it's important to look up and focus on the street.
Rule number 4 is to always stay within the crosswalk. Don't jaywalk. Not only are you putting your life in danger, but you can also get a ticket. The fines can be up to $200. That's without administrative and processing fees tacked on. We all know that money could be used for something more useful and fun.
So remember, rule number 1 is to always look both ways. Rule number 2 is to be aware of your surroundings. Rule number 3 is to not text and walk. Lastly, rule number 4 is to stay within the crosswalk.
So when you're trying to find a way to remember the 4 ways to cross the street, think of a 4-way stop. At a 4-way stop when driving, you wait until it's clearly your turn and safe to go.
We would like to thank everyone for watching this safety video. We hope it brings awareness to the situation. Before you cross the street, remember the story of Mr. Cheryl Banks. Always make sure to look both ways before you cross the street. And always use a crosswalk. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Lion up.